TGIF, thank God this Friday. Yes, it's another beautiful Friday, and Nigeria happens to be 61 today. Woo! You know how I always say every Friday, take it down, take a chill pill, take a glass of wine, take a bottle of wine, take anything that just makes you relax on a Friday. Nothing will happen. So we're going to leverage on Nigeria's 64th independence anniversary to talk about the youth and how they can leverage on their youthfulness to create positive impact in the country. I mean, there's so much the government can do for us. There's also much more we as individuals can do for ourselves. And we have brought a youth in the house today. I mean, when you talk about youth, it has to be a youth that will represent the youth. So we have brought a youth in the house today, and he is none other than the executive chairman of Oxford International Group, and he is also the president of Teniola Foundation, a non-governmental organization that is geared towards empowering and elevating youth from poverty and making them Forbes-worthy millionaires in the nearest future. I mean, he's a business mogul, a serial entrepreneur, he's a philanthropist, and he is none other than Dr. Teniola Adesanya. I mean, I don't want to read your profile because if I start, we will not go. So I just, talked about the most important ones. How would you say that Nigeria has fared at 61?
If we say we should look at it, we might be saying Nigeria is actually probably we are still 5 years old, even at 61. At the age of 61, Nigeria should be pride of Africa. We should be a country that everybody wants to be like.
But we are the giant of Africa.
Yeah, maybe when we are playing football. Lately, Nigeria has been trying to do a whole lot. The only area we need to get it right is the area of leadership.
Okay, so as at 2020, right, there was this statistics that, Nigeria's unemployment rate was pegged at, let me say, 21.7 million. And out of that 21.7 million, 13.9 are youths, right? And then President Muhammadu Buhari has also sounded in the youth of Nigerians that even with your degree from the best of universities in the world, there is actually no job in Nigeria. How would you advise a youth whose government has come out to say there is no job even after graduation? Because it's always like, okay, go to university, or when you come out, you get a good job.
Okay, first of all, we need to look at those people doing statistics. We need to run down and go deeper in our statistics. The question is the 13.9 youths that are not employed, how many of them are employed? Because you discover that probably about 2% is employed. Somebody came out, I read a newspaper, I think last week, and it was by the OK CEO, and it was talking about how we don't have anyone that can be employable, especially in the area of leadership. So Nigeria is having issues with employable youths, because sometimes when you even create the opportunity, most of them don't even see the opportunity you are creating. So they would rather go their old way of getting their things done, doing the linear jobs and all that. That's why you see that when they go abroad, they fit into the low class job standard. But then, it is also an opportunity to bring out the entrepreneurial spirit in us. Nigeria needs to start evolving. We need to start seeing opportunities in everything. I've had a lot of opportunity to stay in interviews where people will come in and all they just want is for you to pay them at the end of the month. They didn't come to look at, okay, what is the problem I'm seeing in this organization? How can I be a solution to that organization? So I think the challenge has always been like the employable ones.
The Nigerian youth, they are thriving in and outside of the country. That's a fact that we can't take away. But a lot of them will now come back and say the environment is not enabling enough for them to actually enhance their full potentials. Okay, Nigeria is considered the most populous country in Africa, and then has the most populous youth percentage, and is also pegged to rise by 2030. Do you see this as a crisis or as an opportunity for Nigeria?
It's actually an opportunity when you have the number. For those of us that are in business, we understand what numbers mean. That is why you see most businesses that come into Nigeria, quote unquote, they succeed because of the number. There are so many opportunities in Nigeria that are yet untapped. It will interest you that from statistics, almost 92% of our aged, and then about 30% of our youth are still unbanked. Some of them don't even use a mobile phone. So there are still many opportunities that are still in Nigeria that a lot of people, when they come in, they will see that opportunity. It's just that, my mom used to say something, it is the way you carry your matter that they will help you carry your matter. You can imagine companies come into Nigeria and they become big, they make so much money, and then they cannot contribute to the socio-economic development of the country. That doesn't make any sense. Why? You know what? Because the government is interested in taking from them. So they claim to and take from us. And it is important that for all the businesses we have, we should be able to come together and support the government, having in mind that there must be a right leadership before that can happen.
Okay, talking about leadership now, I mean, it's the youth are considered the stronger pillar of every society because of they are dynamic, they are creative, and they are strong. So do you think the Nigerian youths are ready to take the mantle of leadership?
I have a different opinion about this whole let the youth run kind of thing. I imagine a Nigerian youth that has a wrong impression about government. A Nigerian youth that came up, his father went to government store, his uncle went to government store. I want you to imagine what he'll be on his own mind too. When he sees the opportunity,
he will go and steal too.
He will steal. That is the kind of youth we are saying we should allow to run. If we can, I don't believe leadership has a monopoly of whether you are old
or young.
Monopoly, the idea of leadership has to do with what you are exposed to, your background. Moral decadence in Nigeria is 0.0, like 100%. People born in this part of the world have this idea that they need to unlearn. They need to unlearn the fact that government seat is for looting. As long as we can take away that part from the youth, it begins to show his entrepreneurial skill and take us out of the leadership mess that we're in right now. And there are not many. We are not many. When you cannot create anything without the government, how can you create something with the government? It's something for us to ponder. You are a youth, you cannot create something without the government. Now you are now brought into government to create something with the government. It's the same thing.
Hey, but someone like you who has created a whole lot, do you have plans of going into politics? Really? Really? Okay. Okay, let's talk about Oxford a little bit. You created Oxford from one real estate company, and today on everybody's lips is Oxford is a conglomerate, it is a business empire diversified into various sectors of the Nigerian economy. So, but let's just have you advise the youth out there today.
Okay, first of all, we need to first understand that there's no man that can do anything alone. I had the right people in the right place. A successful man is a man that works with the right team. So I'm privileged to have the right team. I have people that are dedicated to the vision of Oxford. When we created Oxford, Oxford was supposed to be an organization that comes to change the narrative of how business is done. And then we started with the tool, which we call real estate. Real estate is our own tool of generating money, or generating funds for our people to get out of poverty. And it's also a tool to create employment. And then from there, we move to other businesses. I can say that we got to where we are today by human capital development. Good people coming in, putting their heads together and making sure that we keep moving the company from one level to another. I can tell you sincerely that even what Oxford TV is doing, you guys are doing a great job.
Yay!
Oxford TV, good people. So if we can get this right, and then it means there are so many other things that we're getting right, true people. So my success story in Oxford cannot be complete without me acknowledging the fact that we have the right peg in the right hole.
So let's have you advise someone. I mean, how a startup, you do that through Teniola Africa Foundation.
I love starting business. I tell people that when you want to start a business, the first thing you need to do is to follow the Bible. Even if you're a Muslim, please read that part of the Bible that says you must count the cost. If a builder wants to build, they must count the cost. It is important for you to first understand what you want to go into and understand. That is why an accountant will tell you that you must do budget. You must understand that this is how much I want to spend before I do something. So you must also understand what you are going into. Set a vision, set your vision correctly, and then make sure that you have the right people. The secret of success in any startup is putting the right people in the right place. Having the right people support you and support your vision. Having people to be able to find themselves in your own vision.
Wow.
Thank you.
Hey, Nigeria is 61 today. So, what do you think? I mean, what's your wish?
Nigeria, I have come to beg you.
You're begging Nigeria or
Yes,
you're...
I'm begging Nigeria.
Oh, okay.
We are about to choose another set of leaders. The first thing to do, the Bible says when the foundation is faulty, work on the righteous do. The first thing to do is to change the leadership. This set of leadership are not coming to build roads, school. They are not coming to build hospitals. They are coming to change the narrative of how this country has been run for 61 years. They are coming with the mind not to loot. They are coming with the mind to give, to add value to Nigeria. Billionaires, please, it is time for us to set out and join politics. If you look at it, a billionaire, sincerely, with the right frame of mind, with a good upbringing, will not just want to steal and add to what he has. No, he will want to use his billion to create opportunity for this country to move forward. And we have many of them.
But we have billionaires who don't even want to join politics.
I am begging them that this is the time for them to look into politics and join. A billionaire can be council chairman. A billionaire can be a councillor. Don't say the position is small. It's an opportunity to add value. Because when you're not in power, you can't change anything. Your money cannot change anything except you're in power.
But your money can. I mean, someone came out sometime and said he's going to start building roads, because he said whenever it rains in Lekki, precisely, he said whenever it rains in Lekki, everywhere is blocked. And then you have billionaires in their house who has Bentleys and all the Porsches and all of that in their garage, and they still run through these roads. So why can't they come out and start making this?
Because it's the government's business.
Then it means their mindset is still not...
No, that's not true. Now, do you know that I've even seen situations where a billionaire will come out and say, I want to fix a particular road, they will not let it. And then if they go ahead and do that, they might even fine him. The truth is, see, it's the government job to build roads. It's not the billionaire's job. But we're asking them to come into government and take charge. Youth with experience, with versatile experience, entrepreneurs that can change things. It's time for us to be involved in government. The fact that I'm not coming to steal will give me an opportunity to be creative, to give back to the people. If I have an opportunity to be in government, I will employ the whole of Nigeria.
Wow, where will you employ them?
Everybody must work.
But there's actually no infrastructure.
I'm sure they have a decree in government that will make everybody go out of their house every day to work. Everybody must work. In Germany, for instance, they do that.
Where are they going to work now?
Man, it doesn't take any time. It doesn't make... See, let me tell you something. There are so many opportunities that we're not seeing here. Government needs to engage people. They need to allow PPP in most of these projects. They need to allow private sector to come into government and partner with the government and create opportunities. There are so many opportunities. Have you been to the north?
Yeah.
Do you know there are so many opportunities in agriculture? There are so many opportunities.
I mean, that's where our food comes from, basically.
There are so many opportunities. There are so many. If I say, let me give you our 64-page research on the business opportunity, we had about 1,096 opportunities that our businesses can go into. If I'm in government, you think I will not have 1 million opportunities? I will engage professors in 90 days to get the opportunities where I can create 70,000 jobs per day. I will do that.
70,000 jobs.
Yes, I can do that. So if I have the government power within my capacity, I will use it to create opportunities.
Let's vote Steny for President 2023.
But then, I'm indifferent when it comes to politics. I just know that for those people that will be there, my prayer is that you don't go with the mentality of taking, you should go with the mentality of giving.
True. I mean, there's so much we can talk about today, but that's the much we can take on the show today. Nigeria is 61, and we wish her all the best Remember, get your PVC. That's your franchise. Nobody's going to take that away from you. And let's stop being social media voters and go. So remember, I ain't got no opinions. So it's Friday. I mean, take a chill pill, take a drink, and toast to Friday, and cheers to Nigeria.